So it can reach up to 850 degrees Fahrenheit on Earth if we have too many of these greenhouse gases.
My first year here has been really awesome. I was obviously a little bit overwhelmed like the first couple of months since I moved to a new state and then I didn't know anything about the district.
So do you think rolling the window down is gonna help this heat effect?
Everybody's been so welcoming. The kids here are phenomenal.
I think that she's a great role model for everyone, and she brings, a different background, coming from a different school in a different state.
The average temperature is dropping, right?
I was in a really good district before this. My kids were great in my New York school.
And how about one more greenhouse gas that we might have in the atmosphere?
Something that I've noticed that's a little different here is a big majority of the students in this school and in this district have a genuine love for learning.
Science class is really fun here. Miss Bartlett, she helps us understand our lesson.
I like science just because she's in the classroom.
If I have a question, she'll always help me with different situations that I'm talking about.
She just always has very interactive lessons and stuff that you keep on thinking about and you want to tell all your friends about it.
So remember, our whole point of this unit is to see how we as humans are changing the amount of greenhouse gases on Earth. I think the beginning couple of months here, I really felt like, obviously you always want to impress people, but it's kind of scary to just go out on a limb and show your big bubbly personality when you don't know other personalities here, you don't know how the school functions as a whole. But now that I really have been here a whole year at this point, I feel like I really belong in this building. I've gotten such good feedback from other staff that works here and my administration that I'm just doing an exceptional job, and it really makes me feel gratified that what I'm doing is correct and that I do have a place here and I am deserving of all of the appreciation.
Here we go.
Cassie is a rock star. She came in and she hit the ground running. And she built relationships with students, she built relationships with our teachers, and she's built relationships with our parents. And I couldn't ask for a better first-year teacher at Pleasant Knoll Middle School.
Miss Bartlett is an amazing teacher.
She explains it very well, and when we're doing individual work, she'll go around the room answering questions.
She'll help you through everything, help you through every word of the question. She's really good at explaining stuff well, and she's really good at helping kids understand what they're learning about.
So in is heat entering, it's coming in from the sun. I love that they said I make science easy to understand because science can be a very challenging concept. The sun is out, there's more heat coming in. It can be overwhelming and challenging, but to hear that my students think that I make it a little bit easier to understand is everything. That's the whole purpose of being a teacher.
I feel like she's a really great teacher. She's really understanding, and she's a really great person to talk to outside of science or just class.
I think the biggest thing is the relationships that she's building, the relationships with her students. You can see it every day in her interactions. She truly cares about them and she notices little details, but she also provides that structure that middle schoolers they need it so much, so they can find success too.
Just because we have a certain heat value doesn't mean that's the same as the temperature value.
Miss Bartlett is a nice, kind teacher. She's very connected with the students because she's young.
Now the sun is starting to set.
It's kind of easier for us to understand her.
The connection and building relationships, especially in that one-on-one setting with my kids, has always been an effortless thing for me. And it's something I've done all of my years, my 3 years of teaching, is I have a really good relationship with my students. And I feel really blessed and really lucky that I somehow landed on this job because it has blown my expectations out of the water.